Hello Taurus, welcome to Dumela Universe. We are Velastri. Thank you so much for joining us. This is for the Sun Moon of Taurus, and Taurus, this is your Aries season reading for 2023. Beautiful Taurus. Aries is first house energy, so it is the divine masculine frequency, the light, the physical realm, the emperor energy, your action energy, how you take charge, how you lead your life, how you physically manifest your life. And this Aries season is really focused on the expression of you, not limited to, there's so much happening, but we are being guided that the focal point is the expression of you, how you express yourself, whether it be in your personality, in your sexuality, in how you present yourself, in how you dress, how you look, your clothes, your hairstyle. So your expression, how you present yourself, that's really the focal point of this energy, and you're having quite a hard look at it. You're really where sometimes you'd maybe overlook an idea you have maybe for your hairstyle. Maybe you'll go and get your hair cut, and it's just something you would do, without even thinking. This time you're really thinking, how do people actually perceive myself when I'm having this hairstyle, and is this really what I want to do? You're just finding that the things you usually would just take almost absent-mindedly, you're really considering them quite a bit, because you are really your soul is saying, hey, this is actually how I want to be. This is actually how I want to present myself, and you are really seeing where you are, or how rather you are expressing yourself, and whether you are limiting and restricting yourself in any way to fully be that which you truly want to be. Aries season is really focusing on that energy at this time. Otherwise, let's see what Aries is also bringing through for you, Taurus. For Taurus, Aries season. Ooh, gateway. Gateway. And community. Wow. Okay, yes, you are really stepping out, stepping forth, coming out of the proverbial closet, Taurus, this Aries season, really coming out into your truth, really just expressing yourself. It's a gateway where you used to hide your magic, hide maybe your spiritual gifts, hide the way you look, just what you feel, what you believe, where you were measured before, really focused, concentrated on how you express yourself. Maybe you were very careful about the words you said. You were very careful about, not being too excitable, not being too expressive, where you were really micromanaging yourself. You're no longer. You're setting yourself free. You're running wild with all the fantastical beings this season. You're letting go of all the shame, of all the judgment, of all the heaviness. You're no longer, if maybe it was a very conservative family you're born into, you're no longer deciding now you have to fit in, now you have to be this firstborn person or this lastborn person, or the example person. You're no longer doing that. You're deciding you at your core, at your frequency, at your truth. You being you, that is the best, that is the most abundant, that is the most loving, that is the highest, the richest, that is the person you want to be, and everybody around you just have to deal with it. You're no longer making yourself palatable for others. You're done with that. You are done limiting yourself. You're done making yourself small. You're done making your dreams small. You're done, just really measuring yourself. It's almost like where you had this volume setting and you were really careful to keep it between 3 and 4. You've yanked it up to max and you said, well, if you can't handle me here, then it's your problem. And it doesn't mean that you're in people's face. It doesn't mean that you're abrasive. You know how to read the room. You know how to read energies. You're just no longer holding back on who you are. And this bold step of electing you is electing source. And because you're electing source in such a bold way this Aries season, and this is long, so even way after Aries it keeps going on, especially as you go into your Taurus season. Wow, it really brings in a lot of beautiful energies for you, because when you really empower yourself in spirit, your earth energy is of equal measure. And right now, because you're honoring source so beautifully and so powerfully during Aries season, you are really going to see a beautiful shifts and changes, like you've just gone into a whole new world, a whole new dimension, where the energies are finally you, where the experiences are finally you, where the co-creative relationships you're having are finally you. And we see it here with the community card. Finally, finding yourself in spaces where you feel free to be, where you feel liberated, where you feel seen, where you feel valid. You're no longer feeling alone. You're finally free as a butterfly and co-creating with other butterflies. And look at this rainbow, all of the spectrums of you, all of the shades of you, all of the colors of you being seen, no longer dimming your light, no longer trying to please someone, but rather being all that you are. And really finding yourself. Okay, it is not that you're now going to find a community that accepts you as you are, and of course you will, some of you will. It's not that. Source is saying it's you being in your truth and you aligning with others who are in their truth, not necessarily the truth of you. So you might have a very personal way of being, and you might find another person with a very personal way of being, which might not have anything to do or any similarities to your way of being, but their clarity and their focal point, their independence and their source is refreshing. It's freedom. Because it is a time, source is saying, is yes, you are going to find yourself in spaces and communities and situations where you do feel allowed. You're going to really see how your energy is allowed. You're going to be surprised at how appreciated and how people are appreciative of you being in your truth. And you're going to find beautiful spaces where you feel liberated, but it is not that is not your goal. Source is saying your goal is you being you, and you being you allows the space, as opposed to you needing the space to be you. So you are still okay. Thank you, Source. Yes, really finding a community. Source is really bringing that strongly, that even though, just give us a moment. Okay, thank you. Yes. Source is saying, so it's not necessarily you finding energies with likened energies or likened frequencies, but rather you finding people who enjoy you being who you are. So imagine you are an orange dot and you have been in a sea of purple dots, and you pretended to be purple, or you changed your color to purple in order to fit into the purple. Now you're tired of being purple and you've reclaimed your orange color. It's not that now you are going to find other orange dots, community, no. It's rather you're going to find purple dots who are very happy with your orange. And you're going to find purple dots that are pleasing to your orange dot. And some of these purple dots might be inspired by you, and they might break free, but they might not necessarily go to orange. They might break free and be a green dot. And they might break free and be a yellow dot, and break free and be a blue dot. So then you have all these different color dots, but you're happy. You enjoy your energies wholly, if that makes sense. So Source is saying, be wary of needing to fit in. That's the thing. Break free and be free. Don't break free and then now want to fit in. Break free and remain free is what Source is bringing through for this Aries season. Okay, let's pull some tarot. Okay, Libra energy of the Justice and the Seven of Wands energy. So look, Libra energy, everything working out in your favor because you're finally in your truth. Libra energy is all about the scales, and you're now finally seated at the heart of your scale in your truth. So now finally Source is able to balance out the other side of the scale with that which you are. So beautiful things working out in your favor. Seven of Wands, you overcoming. Source is saying be strong, be brave. You are going to really overcome any resistance to you coming into your power, because it might ruffle some feathers. You know, and if you are now in a very conservative family, all of a sudden you're saying, actually, I don't believe as you believe, this is how I am. You might feel a bit of resistance, and Source says stick to it. Everything works out in your favor and you are victorious. The people who have been nasty to you will eat their own words, Source is saying, because it's almost Source saying leave them to Source. Don't get offended. Understand that's just basically how they are and where they believe and how they believe. So you don't have to get defensive that much. You don't have to try and win this battle. Let them, you are choosing Source within you. So them being resistant to you is being resistant to Source. Let Source sort them out, is what Source is saying. Just as Source is balancing the energies to be in your favor, Source will balance the energies out to them to reflect where they are. So you be you and leave the rest to Source. Yes, look at this at the heart of the 5-card spread. Well, so far it's 5 cards. Source might have another plan, but 4 of coins here, stable, solid, and grounded. This is you really firm in you. You see, peeling that snake skin off to reveal the truth of you. Stable and grounded with the 4 of earth energy here. Not holding back, shining your light. Really finally being grounded in your truth and not wavering from it. Knave of coins, new physical expressions, new physical manifestations, and look, it mirrors the 7 of Wands. So Source is saying, you see, you will be victorious and you'll receive new physical manifestations, new opportunities, new experiences, and also forgiveness. With the Knave of Coins, Source is saying you'll be surprised at how those who were negative to you receive their comeuppance, and they see now how they've been, and they might come back with an apology. And so you hold your ground. They will swallow their words, and they might reach out and say, oh, wow, it was unfair of me to judge you. It was unfair of me to tell you to be that which you're not. And they might offer, and whatever apology they offer with the pentacle coming out, it's quite solid. They're not fake. They really wish to make amends. And look, divine love, yes, with the Justice. Gemini energy and Libra energy. So a lot of air energy. Air energy is heart chakra energy, of course. And this is you. You see everything working out in your favor as you are aligned to Source. The Lovers card, divine love, the twin energy in harmony. This is you finally, and it's also under the community, like-minded energy, that twin flame energy. Remember, we have said that we have found the twin flame energy simply means that you are at Source and the other person is at Source, so they're your twin flame. It doesn't necessarily have to be romance. So everyone has the potentiality to be your twin flame. It simply is Source being Source, Source relating with Source, Source communing with Source. And yes, of course, some will be romantic, should that be your path. But this is Source saying the community that you are aligning with. Again, just as the beautiful vision of the dots, each of the dots being their own color, being the Source they are, and you co-creating in that frequency, each of you being Source creating, that is the divine love frequency, that is the twin flame frequency, where source is co-creating, loving, communicating, having a relation with source. So you are really, look at how I fix that. You are really breaking free, beautiful Taurus, really becoming grounded, and you are the earth energy. So we love this, being grounded within the earth frequency. New manifestations coming through as you are no longer holding back. New paths, new experiences, that whole new world breaking free, breaking open. New community, new relationships based within source energy. You will overcome. Don't give up. Shine your light, and everything really does work out in your favor. It's a powerful season where you break free from all restriction, all limitation. You no longer hold yourself back. You are now deciding to really, truly express yourself in the fullness of you. No matter how anybody might take it, you are releasing them. You're releasing them to their own experiencing and their own reaction. No longer making yourself palatable. Claiming your power, claiming your space, claiming your truth, claiming your love, claiming the source you are. Blessed be.